Why does any of this even matter? What's the point of analyzing this stuff? Well, if you're not careful, especially if you're not aware of any of this, you're putting your life at risk of being driven by the shadows. All I mean by that is the consequences of your behavior is real life. Okay, they're real life consequences. So you want the drivers of your behavior to be based on real life, not shadows. And if you allow your behavior to be driven by the shadows, right, not reality, then what happens is the outcomes of your behavior, real life, will have been based on not reality. And that's a really tough place to be in. It's not only confusing, but it's really not a useful way to look at the world, to approach life. So I think a really good example of, what I'm trying to say here is that whole Tide Pod trend from a couple of years ago. Social media had people thinking that eating Tide Pods was a good idea. It sounds silly, but it's actually a really good example of what I'm trying to explain. The shadows were driving the behavior that had real life outcomes, right? So social media, for whatever reason, actually it's a good exercise to think about what those reasons are, right? Why is it that social media was driving the behavior of eating Tide Pods? Social media is largely driven by emotion. The algorithms want to keep you there. And how do they keep you there? Emotion, right? Those likes, those little dopamine hits, that's driving the behavior, right? And that had people literally eating Tide Pods, which had real life consequences, right? The consequences of eating the Tide Pod is not just kept on social media. It's not just in the cave. That's real life. People were getting sick.